It has been 8 years since I left Cambodia to come to America, but I still cannot forget how beautiful my country looked. In the early morning, I got up and watched the sun rise little by little across the mountain. As it was rising, it shined and sparkled into individual trees. Finally, when it got above the mountain, it brightened up the whole world.
Leendavy Koung lives in South Philadelphia and is a student at community college. She is a business major, likes sports, and is a natural leader. Sometimes people criticize her for competing against boys and speaking out, but she has learned not to be afraid of what people may say. She is a very contemporary young woman. At the same time, she has grown up in a way that has given her special respect for and knowledge of her Cambodian traditions.
I am a dancer and musician too. I have been playing music since I was 8 or 9 years old. I learned Khmer music and some stories from my father, Kung Piem, and I perform with our families at weddings and other times. Sometimes I get tired of playing music. I do it because I believe it is important to keep my people's traditions alive. I have performed Cambodian dance in the refugees camp in Thailand, also in the Philippines and here in Philadelphia. There are many kinds of our music and dance. Some are called Ayai singing, Mahari, Punpit, Abra, wedding and funerals music. My father knows all of these and he has taught all of us, all my brothers and sisters. He has many other students all over the world. He will teach anyone who wants to learn. Since we had to leave Cambodia, it is important for people to know about dance and music because our values are in these arts.
Many of the young people who perform Cambodian folk and court dances in Philadelphia today first learned to dance in refugee camps to which they escaped after surviving the Khmer Rouge regime. War, personal tragedies, and emigration all give a very different meaning to those Cambodian folk arts that are practiced in Philadelphia row houses. Many traditions thrive. Young people wear traditional dance costumes and dance in troops. Women make decorations that will be used in annual New Year's observances. Families mark their child's second birthday with a special string tying ceremony. Most people still find ways to prepare traditional foods, although they may obtain ingredients from corner markets rather than their own fields. Life is very different here.
When I first came to America, I was so excited, I almost fainted. With all those lights, cars moving, and tall buildings, I just couldn't imagine what it was. I thought I was in heaven and started to fly. A couple days later, I got out of the house to go to one of the stores across the street. I waited almost 1 hour to cross because I was afraid the cars would hit me because they went so fast.
People say that here in America, everything costs money and everyone is always busy. These are comments on major differences in how people work and live and in what they value. Young people like V face the enormous challenge of coming to terms both with a strange new world and their parents' values based in recollections of an old world. People balance the new and old, Cambodian and American, expected and unexpected in their everyday lives. These difficult balancing acts are especially visible in ceremonies like births, weddings, and funerals when people change their status. As a wedding musician in her father's ensemble, V gets a special chance to see how people combine the old and new in their own lives during weddings. A traditional Cambodian wedding used to be an elaborate and important ritual in people's lives, requiring special music, arts, food, costumes, and rituals, all performed or produced by local artists and experts who recalled and reinterpreted what they had learned over the course of their lifetime, not in schools, but from life's experiences. Today, many artists are still needed to make a wedding. Costumers, beauticians, and musicians may be members of the same family, as in V's case.
My mother makes the special clothes that the bride wears to look like a queen for the weddings. Even the musicians must dress in a special way for weddings. And I taught myself how to sew and make all my own clothes. You know, we perform a lot. Most weekends from spring to fall, we play music and the wedding lasts until really early in the mornings. People get married the Cambodian way, but they do some things in the American way too. And every wedding is a little different. Weddings used to last for 3 days, but now because people are working, they take only a day and a half. It used to be that your parents and the matchmaker arrange the wedding, but now parents may consult with their children. Women used to marry when they were very young, but as they go to schools and take on careers, they may marry later.
When the wedding day comes, the groom and his side walk together 2 by 2 in a line to the bride's house. Musicians lead them and people bring beautifully wrapped gifts of food and other things. Elders, the Meba and Maha, negotiate the terms of the wedding, making sure that everyone knows and agrees about responsibilities and what is being given. Then the bride is led out to meet the groom. It used to be this was the first time that they met each other, but these days that is changing. They exchange gifts of jewelry with one another, and the elders explain to them their responsibilities. This is very serious, and you must always listen and pay respect.
But there are funny parts too, like the hair cutting ceremonies when the musicians pretend to be heavenly messengers coming to earth. They pretend to cut the groom's and the bride's hair and tasting thumbs all the while. But it is also serious because they're turning the couples into different people, married people.
Later, after the elders have explained everything, the groom gives special gifts to the elders and important people in his family. The singers ask the bride to come back out, and people give their good wishes to the couple by circling the room with candles, by tying strings around their wrists, and by throwing flowers. The elders tell the couple about how they should be, about their life after the wedding.
You know, our people lost our families, relatives, homes, and part of our countries from war, shooting each other until Cambodia turns into a blood river. I still remember when my families and me escaped from Cambodia to Thailand. I saw my people died every day. We prayed every night as we slept, hoping that we can escape with happiness and hoping that the shooting will stop. We didn't save our countries, but we can save our arts with weddings, rituals, and all of our arts. Our peoples are making traditions meaningful and life beautiful.